Morning, folks. This should be quick. It is 6:29 a.m. Sunday, April 23rd, 2017. Up now it's 6:30. 6:29. That's 926. Elder or elders, understanding intuition. Most of you that listen to me are elders. You've been around a long time. There's much more soul, spirit than any other type by incredible leaps and bounds. When you're from the first wave and even the second wave, you've been around a long time. There's a lot of souls I've met that have over 1 trillion lives. That's a lot. That's a lot. Think about it. You're here for a reason. A lot of you were waiting to talk about the praise Mother, Father, God thing, but it went right into, what we have now, which is something totally brand new. We're having a rough morning, so just tired. Beauty rest? Nah. I got plenty of sleep. It's just rough. The older you get, some days are better than others, but I don't care. It's normal stupid stuff. People get so concerned sometimes about things. It's all relative to how other people look at them. The most important thing is how you look at yourself, number one. Number two, you go on from there. The Masaru Emoto, can't remember his name, I suck with names. It's about water and love thyself. He's passed, but he's really cool. I believe he's passed. Waving at me, that's funny. Apparently. Anyway, sometimes people be asleep, they can talk to you. There's website changes. I need to talk about that right away. TheSpiritualFoundation.com is now an exact extension of the Spiritual Foundation. It's a licensed business. So it's changing. Arae.com is still open. I've told other family members that I want to have a way for people to reach them. I will. But they're coming off the spiritualfoundation.com and being put on Essex.com. I'll provide links and stuff to make sure people can get access to it on the videos. As soon as I can get my paperwork hustle done, I'll start getting more of that done. I got to ship a couple computers out. I got so much stuff to do. I still have a couple things hanging over from a long time ago. Anyway, there's someone in the family who's, my family of friends, but it's not doing too good. The more you see, the more you understand. The more you understand, the more easily you can relate with life. Things are happening whether people like it or not. And your growth is paramount, not just to yourself, not just to your children, immediate family, the ones you love, but also to a lot of other people. It's important in so many ways, in so many levels. Most everyone on the other side did not expect to happen what has happened regarding 2012 and the new awakening and everybody meeting Mother, Father, God. The animal essence, they would have bet on it if they were betting people. Especially after my last life. Also, in our family, someone has a website that has offers classes now or in the future, something about being taught by different source members. Some of the members that are listed for giving these classes said, "Jay, what's happening, man? What's going on, Pops? What's this crap?" So the person doing that, let's take that down. The next step for them is they'll be contacting you directly, so let's just kind of take care of that politely. So many of us in the Source family are so anxious to go to work and get things done, get things started. We're like everyone else. We're waking up. We're no better than no one else. We're just stronger. The stronger you are, the easier it is to start waking up. Hence the whole concept with, stone energy getting cranked up. If it's important to you, good. My opinion, it should be. Why not? Why not become aware of who you are and see things that change? It takes so much of the bitterness, of the sharp edge of steel that cuts you in your life to understand who you are and what's happening around you. Why, honestly, why wouldn't you? This is real important. To all my Source family, do me a favor, send me an email, please, and make it. Please just give me your name, and then website, email, contact number, whatever you want. My advice: if you give me a phone number, I'm gonna, that's not a good idea. Okay, because people will start soon. People will soon start calling you and driving you nuts. Not that they're mean, horrible people. It's, this is going to take off soon, and there's a lot of people starting to wake up. Creation is changing. This world is changing ahead of a lot of stuff as far as everyone's abilities really getting strong and starting to come on. It all starts just a little bit at a time. There's going to be some aggression going on with other people coming to you, giving you a hard time. Not many. Don't worry about these idiots. Okay? Is that kind of rude to say? Hey, look, I leave people alone, okay, until they really piss me off. Personally, going out of the way to be a bother, you keep getting in my face, you'll find out my transmission's broke, ain't got no reverse. I don't back up to nothing. I don't care what the hell you are, who the hell you are. I care about you, but not anything else. Some other guy, the guy that was trying to help me with my death issues, leaving your body and going home is literally being born. This reborn Christian thing is a joke, but to actually be yourself again, that's, you know, that's a big thing. To finally be free with your energy. Well, excuse me, your spirit, sentient energy, but you're free with you move like energy. I've brought a lot of issues, personal issues, dealing with energy. There's a video, hasn't come out yet. It was on the 22nd, yesterday. And on the 21st, I've been dealing with a bunch of parts of my own energy outside that have been floating around, never in the body, and really being a pain in the butt, trying to help to get something done, but not listening to me. And I can't just go at it and kill it. I have to deal with it. If I do, it literally hurts my head. Now, why the hell would I talk about, like, this other guy? He wants somebody with death and everything. He wrote back a second time, and I gave him one more email, and now he's spam. But he's just talking all this crap. Me and my professional cohorts in crime, professional experts, you know, and the doctors were happy to give you help and everything, and I'm just laughing. His email address is like Z Exhorter, like he's the extortionist, whatever, exhorter. You know, it's like, look at this crazy made-up name. Son, you fit in the category of children who live in mommy's home and make that their personal superhero lair. You're so mad that anyone would have anything to say that doesn't make you smile. Mommy makes you smile. Go talk with mommy. Sit on the floor and play with mommy, okay? You don't want to wake up, that's your problem. If people, what's happening, I'm just telling you about it, and I can't wait to go home, to be free. Death, that's stupid. The D in death is like, duh, 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 so dramatic. Well, it's dramatic in release, but it should be a beautiful thing. I've always talked about being in a body, having a life is a thing that should be respected. Like Herky, okay? Loved Herky. The source animal, spirit that was inside him, talked to him all the time. That's not really Herky. That's the main drive of Herky. But Herky was a physical body that had part of the planet in it. I mean, that was a unique individual. They deserve respect. Some of them aren't very respectful, but whatever. So I guess if you want to be a psych major or something, you can get lost in that. But you look at some of those of you that do get bothered, you look at some of these emails, the names of these emails and stuff, and just relax. Let your feelings go. Extend into the person. Look what's going on around them. It's kind of funny. Some people feel like they have power because they can hide. Nobody can see them. They're in bed with the covers over their heads. It's kind of stupid. And these little chump change children think they're going to actually bother one of me, me or one of you. No. Oh, for Pete's sake, man. When you're awake, you can see this stuff. It's sad. It's stupid. This awakening is not going to be stopped. It won't be allowed to. Period. This is long overdue. This is what's been needed since the very first life. So, that's how many thousands of trillions of years ago, by the way we measure our time frame here on this planet. So, anyway, People get like that. Don't, don't think twice about it. They're not going to wake up. Don't let them stop you. But they're going to be taken out, taken away, taken out as time goes on. Some of them be left to run their mouth a little bit just so people can realize having that thought process is pretty stupid as they get taken down. I don't mean hurt or something. I mean verbally, intellectually. I've talked about what I do in court, put myself up against a board of real doctors, real psychiatrists, not like this little child in this make-believe world. FBI, Homeland Security, knocking on my front door. No, I'm not afraid. No, I don't care. No, I'm not afraid of death. Why should I be? It's release. Doesn't mean I'm going to take myself out tomorrow. Things have changed on the other side, and it's nice. I mean, it's going forward. So, but one of the reasons I invite you into this life that I'm having is important. I've left my record already about how strong my abilities are. I have shown you how well I can screw up. And I want to use a different term. Excuse me. I want to show you I make mistakes. It's called learning. What better example can I give you as you become awake? What, do you think I want to leave you thinking like, oh, if I'm great, I'm perfect, I don't make mistakes. Gee, if you make a mistake, you suck and I'm better. No, I don't think so. Number one, it's bullshit. Number two, that's not what it's about. It's about people becoming awake. How anxious would you be to keep going if you had that thought process in your head? If you didn't know the truth that we all screw up. It's learning. It's not screwing up. It's learning. It's moving forward. What the hell artist hasn't used an eraser? Come on, man. Please use these thought processes for the idiots that want to give you a hard time as you get stronger and help others develop their abilities. Folks in these other folks, these races from other planets, other bodies you've had lives in, that's part of their business. Is telepathy. Come on. These other nitwits are stupid, and if anybody gets stupid enough to try to become a problem, things are going to happen to them. I mean, physically and body. They'll be seen. They'll be allowed to be shown to show themselves as who they are, and then someone will go into the head, or they'll go into the heart and shut them down. Whatever's easiest for the other side. Well, gee, Jay's talking some mean stuff now, talking about someone being killed. What do you think people do to people all day long? What animals do to animals all day long? The format of abuse is leaving, and nothing's going to stop it. It doesn't mean someone should be afraid to speak out the other way, because they're not going to get hurt for that. That's kind of stupid, isn't it? But somebody really wants to get crazy with it, fine. There was someone who really tried to really go nuts on me a long time ago. He had some issues. I won't give you his full name, but it was Jordan. And on the very night I was expecting to finally go home, what's that, October 28th of 2015, part of the large female source energy on the other side didn't take me home. And the next morning I said, okay, what's up? And she said, you'll know in a day and a half. That's how they do stuff over there. It's stupid. So anyway, and then I did. Next day and a half, I found out about all the stuff going on, my sister trying to kick me out of my house, take my house away from some little loophole in the will with my parents, because my father decided to pay my house off for me. It's the way he did it, and everything got tied up. Is incredible. Plus the issue with Michelle Davis. That's why I had to create these lawsuits against these people, and another third person, and then a fourth is a huge $1 billion company. So I think the $1 billion. Whatever. Anyway, fear nothing. Fear doing nothing, if you want to fear something. Anyway, everyone's freedom is what's happening. Everyone's told we have free will. Really? What? Like the angels putting their energy in our heads and running us around? You're kidding me, right? And they make you think that's you. And when you get out of that body from having had that life, and you're floating around, you still think it was you that did it. You don't know why. And you might ask to receive suffering in that life relative to what you thought you did. And if an angel didn't want you to go back into that part of your life and see what really happened, you won't. There are all kinds of things that have been done to you that are gone now. Another thing about letting you into my personal life and exposing myself. How the only way creation can hold together as a family, first become one, and then have some kind of cohesion, is for all of us to be aware of each other. Now, I've always talked about that as far as your abilities, being able to see other dimensions and everything. That's, excuse me, a very big part of it. But it needs to be more than that. You need to really be aware of everything happening in other dimensions, and that when you're in a body, you're just having a life. It's not just seeing something, is what I'm trying to say. I saw spirit and everything. No, you have to see the different layers. That won't ever be totally possible until you're in, energy bodies. You're out of these physical bodies. Because it's going to take a lot of your abilities, your natural abilities, your natural self, to be able to do that. And you can't do it through these tar pits, so to speak. So, if you see things in different dimensions as they interact with themselves over there, and you can see that in multiple dimensions, the truth, not these, images people have been fed. There's 50-foot people. Well, that image is given to you to show that someone over there that's out of body is now huge. Why? Because they're themselves are not contained within a body. I've told you imagery is so important because it's a means of communication, hence telepathy. Telepathy is not a computer monitor with words being typed out. Pictures are faster. It's just understanding them that's hard, and that's what's hard about understanding what you see. And again, the rune cards, for that rune game I was telling you about. And you can use the whole deck, it doesn't matter, but I'm just trying to throw out examples, folks. I'm doing everything I can to find the right way to help you, and I have no doubt that I screw up. I know it for a fact. But I'm doing everything I can to try to help. I like that. Makes me happy. Perfection. That was made to keep you frustrated. No such thing. But anyway, when you can see how everything operates on different dimensions and know that you're in some form of body, maybe even an energy body, having a life, then you have a total understanding of everything else. I mean, that will make creation whole. Bada bing, bada boom. That will make the different layers of creation stable, self-assured. There is your foundation. That won't be, that'll be permanent. That's the end goal. I've never talked about that, but I figured it's probably about time. Folks, I keep changing and learning and understanding more too. I mean, these bodies are hard to use your abilities through. It's literally like trying to see through tar. You can, mostly because you're already strong, and then you get stronger, and also grab a hold of more energy, all the energy you can. These bodies are what you're working with. Stone comes from the planet, just like your bodies. That's one reason they help you so much in awakening. There's always going to be someone that's just when someone is not intelligent, he's not an idiot. When someone knows better, and they're just being selfish, self-absorbed, you know, trying to control, which is still self-absorption. When someone says stones don't have energy, you take electrical plug, you can put it right up against a rock, that light won't turn on. You know, it's someone being, if they don't know better, you know, love them. If they do know better, which is 99.9% of anybody that would say that, screw them. So, anyway, that's the end goal of creation. For you to be in a body knowing you're there, and if you really freak out, being able to go, just leave the body. How can we be a family when we don't even know each other exists? You can't be a complete family. You can't have truth and honesty throughout creation if you're not even aware of that. What's my big desire, what's my goal, and I'll get there, is for everything to come together as a family and go out and do whatever they want, but to be self-aware of each other. If you were in a body and you were aware of everything happening, of stuff happening on the other side, at least to be able to see it and know it's moving, get an idea how things go over there, and that you're in a body temporarily to have a life. Do you understand how much more you can do with your life? Do you know? Can you understand how more fulfilling your life and those around you, those that you love, will be? Think about it. Yeah, what do I know? I'm just a tired old man in overalls. I'm just able to see, that's all. It's the only difference. I'm no Einstein. If you can stand on a hill and overlook a mountain range, you can see places you can go, and as you go into the valley walk and get up to the top of the next mountain, you can see where you're going. You can understand the journey better. We can do this with life. We're going to have the different energy bodies and everything. That's what I want. If you really care about something, if you want to protect it and take care of it, don't you want what you know is best for it, especially after, you're more aware of taking care of it than anyone else? It sounds kind of conceited. It's not. I remember the beginning, and I was made to do that. That's why Archangel Michael is so cool. He's never had a life. No angel has ever had a life. Not one, not ever. But he really understands lives by having been a protector. He understands the wrongs that were in this creation. I can't wait to party with him again, so to speak. So that's the end goal of what this is all about. And folks, we just started. We're just now beginning to start. The end game, as best as I can tell you while I'm stuck in this tar pit, is that couple thousand years we're going to get there. I'll know more when I'm myself again out of this body, just like y'all. That's one reason why it's so important for you to understand your self-importance. That's the one thing that's been taken away from you that is so imperative, maybe the most important thing that's so imperative to you when you're having these lives going through hell. You need to understand why there's so many reasons to respect yourself. You need to find the beauty of who you really are. It's sad, man. What's been done to everyone, and everyone's running around don't even know. I do have some stones that I want to show you, not right now, but later. I got to get back to the books here. Get something to eat. We got some rhodonite in. That is so nice. Rhodonite is heart strength. This has got more, the black part of it is actually more silverish. There's more, it's like there's more clarity in it. It's like a quartz material, but it's actually rhodonite. It's neat. It's beautiful stuff. It really helps with the heart flow. Stones are individuals, okay? They all have individual characteristics. They're pieces of a planet that have the same energy inside, little pieces of it. Excuse me. But that's some really neat stuff. And everywhere I go to buy a quantity of black onyx, I'm still getting some that has some of the soft brown in it. And I looked into that, and I said the idea, and I understood immediately that the idea is that there needs to be some kind of softening along with your personal power. Black onyx is good for you to pull up your strength, but you don't want to use that you don't want to power up and then just start beating on someone. So folks, we all learn stuff every day. And then when you get out of your body, you can remember whatever you need to out of every life you've ever had. Can you remember what you did 2 years ago on this day? Imagine being able to remember everything that happened in this life like you were watching a movie. Now multiply that times, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion. That's who you are. That's the real you. These energy bodies coming, by the way, you have more access to your abilities. It's going to really be neat. I probably should have said that earlier, but I was focusing on the main part is the necessity for this to happen in order for creation has to be aware of itself to function together properly, to work together. When you go to college, you know you're going to college, okay? You're going there to learn, and you know you're going to come home. You go, you study, and you come home. If you can see and understand for yourself and know that you're in a body having a life, and that you're going to come out of it and go home and be yourself again, it takes a lot of the stress and all this other crap out of your life. Folks, this is simple. Dare to dream it's possible, and you've taken a major step in realizing that it is. I've always said that you have no idea who you really are and what you can really do. And a lot of people thought that was, oh, I can see what you can't, blah, blah, blah. No, none of this crap has got anything to do with me other than me telling you, I don't matter, but my job does. It doesn't matter who does it. It does matter that it happens. That people start becoming more aware and something finally takes out the trash. Well, I won't go there. I'm trying to find the right words to say. Oh, something I haven't told you, some of these personal spheres. This is some really high quality aquamarine that goes in there. It's hard for you to see, but I don't want the chips to come out. Folks, this expensive stuff goes in there. It needs to be to get the frequencies together to do what needs to be done for you. So anyway, that's why I tell you a lot about stuff that in any other situation I shouldn't be talking about in my own personal life. Some of the crap I go through, what I do is for you to understand what's happening and what goes on the other side. People tell you, oh, the angels, the temples on the other side, everything's love. Angels sing, la. Bullshit. It's nothing like that. The more truth you have to what actually exists, as you start seeing it more and more, you realize it for yourself. You know, the stronger you get to see, you see something, and then I've told you about it, and you look at it, and you're like, huh, I'll be damned. It is. More people are starting to see the ground elves with these little round heads, and he goes, damn, Jay, they look just like that, you know. You can say, well, I put that image in someone's head. Now, one of the hardest things about waking up is learning how to trust yourself. So, you'll find out on your own. The stronger you see, the more you do it, you're going to see the image. Seeing the Fae is a good step, because they actually have energy bodies that have certain designs. So, did you see a ground elf? Did you see the Shahi, what we call the forest elf? Did you see an ogre, an imp? What did you see? What did it look like? A tree elf? Well, if you see something, you say, huh, I think I just saw a ground elf, but did I see that? Because Jay described what it looks like. I've talked about a few different types. So if you saw one type instead of another, ask yourself, why'd I see that type? And then once you do that, just relax, let it go, see what you get. It's a very important part of waking up, folks. We're at the beginning of a beautiful journey. You have a solid, strong highway and a beautiful path through the woods. They're right next to each other. Isn't it time you started having better lives? Isn't it time for you to be able to do some of the things that you know you can, you just can't do it right now for some reason you don't even understand? You have memories of things you've done, been able to do, who you really are. And folks, when you know you're here for a reason and something's wrong, you were here because you had that feeling because you were here to talk about Praise Mother, Father, God 2012. And instead it's family time. So, anyway, folks, love you, man. That's creation's end game, though. For you to be aware that you're in a body, being able to see other dimensions and understand what's going on in most of them, mostly the second dimension, that's the most important. If you understand what's involved in running your life. And then for you to know you're here to learn and grow, and that you will have strife, but that the hard abuse won't be there anymore. It's going to be taken away. So, that's what it's all about. That's where we're going. Folks, love you, man. Hope you have a kick butt day.